Woman of God says, Great Controversy, page 488. She says Satan invents unnumbered schemes. What does Satan invent? Unnumbered schemes to occupy the mind, that it might not dwell upon the subjects which we ought to be best acquainted. So question, why does Satan invent unnumbered schemes? That our minds may not do what? Dwell upon what? The subjects which we ought to be best acquainted with. Now, it's interesting. She says the subjects which we ought to be what? Best acquainted. Best acquainted. Now, I want to ask you a question. Those who don't have the book, don't look at the book. But what subjects do you think you should be best acquainted with? Now, I'm not asking you to read. I'm just saying, those who do not know what this page says, I'm asking, what do you think you ought to be best acquainted? Because she says Satan invents unnumbered schemes. So she says that the schemes that have been invented, they are so numerous. The prophet says that they're unnumbered. Do you know never was a generation so bombarded with so many different devices than this generation? Never in Earth's history. Some people spend 24/7 on social media. If not social media, television. Unnumbered schemes Satan has invented to keep the mind occupied. As soon as they leave WhatsApp, they're on Facebook. As soon as they leave Facebook, they're on Instagram. As soon as they leave Instagram, they're on Twitter. And it's just a round circle, whole 24/7 social media. Only thing they stop for, if they have to stop, is to work and to eat. As soon as they finish work and eat, boom, back social media. Every break they have social media. It shows that a man's addicted. Tell that man to put down his phone. You'll see him start shaking. Why? He's having withdrawal symptoms. Why? He doesn't have his phone. Withdrawal symptoms. Let him leave his house and his phone's behind. Even if he's in a taxi, the man will jump out the taxi, try and get a taxi to go back home to get his phone. Satan has friends, I'm telling you, be careful that we're not trapped in Satan's trap. Be very careful. Be very careful. Inspiration says that Satan invents unnumbered schemes to occupy the mind. Do you know some people, as soon as they leave church, as soon as they leave a service, do you know what's the first thing they do when they leave the service? They put on their internet, their Wi-Fi connection, or their whatever. They move it off flight mode. They want to see who was texting them. Instead of going and praying, pleading with God, Lord, please, what I have heard, please help me to apply it in my life. First thing is, before they even speak to God, they want to first speak to someone on the phone. Satan has invented unnumbered schemes to occupy the mind, that it might not dwell upon the subjects